Alright guys, welcome here today to the first date of 500 as we are going to get things started off for our first of two career mode episodes here this morning on a Wednesday morning, might I add. So we're going to have this one right now, and then at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time we will finish up the rookie season, of course, here in the next video. So we'll run two races here, two races in the next video. So let's get things kicked off.
The NASCAR playoffs continue at Martinsville with the running of the first date of 500. Only 8 drivers still have a shot to take home that coveted championship. Now, don't let Martinsville's small stature fool you. This classic venue packs quite a punch.
Yes, indeed it does. And now here we go. So fun little episode here, as I usually do on the career mode. Not taking things as seriously as I would. Definitely want to race clean as much as possible, but we'll see what kind of a car we're going to have for today's race. Carter Fenlon, how's it going? Thanks for joining the live stream here this morning. Nice little career mode episode. And the green flag. Oh my gosh. The car just snapped to the left there. Green flag in the air. We're underway at Martinsville. It's 16 laps in the opening stage. Now, I did not set this car up the best as far as our departments go for this race. I'm running a little bit lower engine power, a little bit lower aero and suspension, despite having the short track chassis. It's kind of my fault. Didn't realize Martinsville was the next race. I mean, I knew it was, but I wasn't putting two and two together. I was upgrading the speedway cars, so we'll definitely be maxed out by the time we go to the next race at Texas here. I'm just going to try to hold on for every position we possibly can, though, for right now. That is for sure. Just finishing up the rookie season today, though, so on to year 2, which is what I would definitely say I wish would have came sooner. Gotten 2 wins on our rookie year, though. Made the playoffs, got eliminated in the first round, so not too bad. We kind of got lucky with both wins at Bristol and Dover. Dover on fuel mileage. When we were sputtering and completely bone dry when we crossed the start-finish line, coasted it to the win there. And then at Bristol, we had a late race caution with like 8 laps left or so, and went from 8 to the lead, only leading the last 2 laps of the race. So we've definitely had to fight for everything we've had up to this point, but trying to improve our position in the point standings as much as we can to the end of the season. We came into this race 14th in the standings. And I believe the highest we could finish mathematically is going to be 13th. The Mark Truex Jr. is still quite a ways ahead of us, so between that and just trying to get as much money as I can here with every finish, best finish that we could possibly put together. Running an okay race to start, I do have to say. Keeping the car pretty steady. We've actually pulled away from these guys behind us. So despite qualifying in the 29th position, we're actually running faster than that throughout the course of this race, despite, in my opinion, not having nearly as good of a car as we probably should have. It'll be interesting to see what kind of sponsors we might have for the next season, though. If we'll still be with Ally Financial or if we'll end up getting another sponsor. I definitely want to stay in the Mustang, that is for sure, with this race team, but Let's see what we can do, I guess. Driving it in deep on Daniel Hemrick for the 26th spot on the racetrack. Nice little move, and we're going to pull up and clear him now. Wonder what kind of pit strategy we might get in this race. It's definitely going to be one of those strategy type of races. That is for sure. So we'll just have to see how that's going to work out for us here. Oh boy, overdrove the corner that time. Looking to the inside of Michael McDowell. Couldn't get the run off the exit of the corner to get under him there. See if we can get him this time through. Nope, not quite. Oh, now we're looking. We just don't have the engine power to get down these straightaways. Really got to beat everybody in the corners. So we're going to clear McDowell. We're up to 25th. I think we can get to 23rd and pass Ryan Preece and Jimmy Johnson here in the final couple laps as we drive it in deep on Ryan Preece. A little contact, a little bump and run. Now to the inside of Jimmy for 23rd. Got to get around him before the top 10 cross the start-finish line. We'll easily be able to do so right there. So we're going to finish 23rd in stage 1. Pretty proud of the performance in the car so far, to be quite honest. Alright, that's not too shabby. Looks like everybody's going to stay out right now. At least of the cars in front of us. And I gonna pit. I think we're gonna pit. We're gonna take 4 fresh Goodyears because we're only gonna drop back. We're gonna drop back 10 spots though. I think it's worth it. Martinsville's a tough track to pass on, but if we can just get a good restart here, I think we'll be okay. Got to know that these guys are gonna check up going into the first turn. Got to be prepared here to get on the brakes, drive it in deep here as they're 3 wide, 4 wide now with us. We made the clean passes. What a great restart to get up to the 25th position. Again, with the fresh tires, that is going to help us out a ton. Making the pass around the outside of Ryan Preece. Down to the inside now. Contact with Harvick. 3 wide. Trying to squeeze in on Paul Menard right now. There we go. That was a good corner. We've got the fresh tires. Although we don't have the car that I just don't see us competing for a win. I guess you never know. Oh, just clearing off Landon Castle. Looking to the outside of Daniel Suarez. At least getting into turn 3. See how good of a turn off we're going to get here. Yeah, we're going to drive it in deep on him. 3 wide going into turn 1. A little bump, a little run. Leaning on one another. That'll move us up to 16th. I mean, the progress and speed that we've shown in the playoff races alone have just been awesome with this team. Even though we were eliminated in the first round, I haven't seen much improvement from the end of the regular season when we won at Bristol pretty much to now. And even though we won in the last round at Dover, we are not in the round of 8. Just goes to show we're going to need a lot more playoff points if we can get stage wins, a better regular season standing, so we can get more playoff points that way as well, if at all possible. I think we can get to the top 10 before the end of the stage here. Got nowhere to go right now though with Kurt Busch and DiBenedetto side by side right in front of us. Driving it in deep onto Benedetto. 3 wide for the moment. Can't really hold the corner. We're going to lose some ground there. Try to get him back into turn 3. Trying to pass him clean. Great pass through 3 and 4. Drove it in deep. Got it to stick. We're up to 13th. Oh boy, Newman. Or sorry, not Newman. Blaney. Get a little loose there. We had to check up again. We're holding our own. Ooh, little bump. Blaney checked up a little bit more. Now we're going to get to his inside. Already only 5 laps to go in the stage. Blaney could not block us off there. He's going to try the crossover move though. And now Blaney's on the inside. Oh man, coming in hot. Trying to sneak underneath the 10 of Almirola. I did not think we were going to get the car woed up in time. Thought we were going to run all over the 10 car for a second, but that wasn't the case. And now we're up to 11th. Doing a great job beating these guys back to the gas, that is for sure. Well, we're into the top 10 before the end of the stage, so that's good to see, and I think we might be able to gain another spot or two, at least. Got a lot of lap traffic forming here, 2 laps to go in the stage. And drive it in deep on Newman. Ooh, a little bump and run there. It's one way to get around him. I wasn't looking to do that, but I guess it worked. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Let's see if we can gain any more spots. We're in 9th. I don't know, it's going to be kind of tough here. Yep. So we're going to finish 9th place in stage 2. We're improving as the race goes on, that's for sure. We'll see if we might have ourselves, or give ourselves a chance here in the final stage, perhaps. We'll see. Yeah, not going to repair any damage there. Take 4 fresh Goodyears. You know what? We're going to take a 2-tire stop here. We're going to play it a little risky with the 2-tire stop, see if we can get to the lead, and we did. So we came off first off of pit road. We'll take the strategy and try to take the track position and block for our dear lives here while everybody's on 4 fresh tires behind us. Why not? Why not try? Oh man, we stalled. Spin. Keselowski takes off for sure, and we didn't even make it into the first turn. Standing a chance of these guys. That's not good. Oh man, just sliding up the track. We really got to hold that bottom a little bit better. Newman gonna get on by. 3 wide behind us again. Ooh, off the curb. That kind of hurt us. They're just gonna drive around us on the outside now. That was probably not the best idea. Oh man, Byron sneaking to the inside now. So is Almirola. Nowhere for us to go. 4 wide in the middle of the corner at Martinsville. Poor Kyle Busch has been stuck behind us for a while too. Oh, we are losing a ton of spots right now. That was not a good idea on my behalf. Tried to go for the track position, taking 2 tires there. So I knew the left sides were going to last to the end of the race, but we have sacrificed quite a bit. Probably would have restarted about 9th if we would have just taken the 4 tires. Eesh. That was a little too aggressive of a block on Austin Dillon. Kind of stuffed him into the wall. Oh, there goes Chase. Now we're able to hold him off for now. Kurt Busch to the bottom. Nope, can't block him. There goes Bubba Wallace around the outside too. Oh, man. Yeah, that deserves a bump and run. Oh, my God. What is going on? Back to 23rd. This is the furthest back we've been in a while in this race. There we go. Doing a lot better blocking here. These positions right around the mid 20th place positions and what we were towards the front, that's for sure. I think we might be in danger of going a lap down if we stay green to the end of the race, though. Still got 22 to go. Oh, man. Mr. Pizza, how's it going? Thanks for the congrats on 100. Oh, wow, I'm up to 105 now? I was at 104 when I woke up this morning. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, thanks. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're just trying to hold on for dear life at this point. This is not good. Probably should have taken 4 tires. Hindsight's always 20/20. But trying to squeeze under the 13, couldn't get him. We did not get a good drive off that time. Here comes Menard right behind us looking for the spot. I think Keselowski's going to put us a lap down if we stay green to the end of the race. I don't think there's any way we're staying on the lead lap. Oh boy. Just able to clear Ty Dillon there. We were being very aggressive to get that position. We made the clean pass, though. We didn't have to rub up against him, so that was pretty good. Alright, so the car's starting to settle in now. Feeling a little more confident that I don't think we're going to go a lap down. There's still quite a few cars in between Keselowski and I, even though he's got about 3/4 of a track lead on us. But honestly, if we can finish top 20, I'll take that into Texas. We're not fighting for a championship anymore this season, so trying to better our finish as much as possible. We should be back over the $1 million mark at the end of this race. If we can perform well in the Daytona 500 for that big payout race there, I think that would be awesome. And we might be able to actually upgrade to a 95 engine power. That's a very, very good possibility. Oh, nice crossover on Michael McDowell there. Really set him up to get him here into turn 1. Oh, a little loose trying to back the car down. There we go. Up to 23rd. Hey, Raphael, how's it going? Glad you can make it this morning for this first of 2 live streams for the career mode here this morning. Gonna kind of dissect this video, or I should say these streams into 2 races each to finish the regular season up. Gonna run the Texas race right after this, and then the next video will start about 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to finish up the regular season. Or sorry, not the regular season, but to finish up our rookie season. Alright, past Harvick. I'm surprised Harvick's this slow in the race, back at 23rd now. Even Chase Elliott, for that matter, is got 11 laps left yet. I mean, the way things are going, we got kind of a big gap to catch up to the top 15, but I guess it's not impossible that something like that could happen. We really missed out on a lot of bonus incentive money I think we could have gained this year too. We did not perform well in that aspect. We got to do a better job of that and picking our bonuses come season 2, that is for sure. Because even that could go a long way as far as how much money we're getting over the course of each race and how we can perform into the season. Oh boy, a little contact there with Chase Elliott. Well, we're back into the top 20. There's a huge group of cars that we're closing in on pretty soon here. And if we would have taken 4 fresh Goodyears, I think we could have actually had a decent shot at finishing inside the top 10 today. Hopefully we have better luck when we go to Texas. Our Speedway car is going to be maxed out though at 90, 85, and 85, so that'll be good. And hopefully we can get this, should be able to get the short track chassis up in time, I would think, for Phoenix. Driving it in deep on Bubba Wallace. Trying to get under him for 18th. Definitely a tight battle. We'll see if we can use Joey Gase as a pick here. Yep, barely able to get under him. That helped us out a ton. Now we're going to have to probably go around the outside of Matt Tifft here. Ryan Newman's really fell back. He was, I think he finished 10th back in stage 2. He's back to 17th himself. We're having to go around the outside to pass some of these guys now. I don't know how that's going to work going into turn 3 here. Oh, man. That got tight. Trying to get to the outside of Suarez. Look at that. We're into the top 15. We've got 4 laps left yet. Maybe we still do have a shot at the top 10. It's not impossible. Man, if we could have just taken 4 tires, I don't think we would have competed for the win. Keselowski's still got a huge lead. He's got a very fast car himself. Oh boy, nice move down to the bottom there. 3 wide. Nice move up to 11th. We might get to the top 10. We've got 2 laps to go at the line. Almirola just in front of us. It'd be pretty awesome if we can get under him. William Byron not too far ahead of him either. And I had to follow him to the inside to get underneath of Stenhouse, at least there. Now we're looking to the inside of Almirola. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Trying to move inside the top 10, a little bump and run. 10th place. William Byron in 9th. Driving it in deep through turns 3 and 4. Trying to get to him. Gonna be close, not quite. So we're gonna finish 10th though. I'll take a top 10 finish at Martinsville. That surprised me today. I did not think we were going to have that kind of a car today, but not bad. If we would have taken 4 tires on that last pit stop, I think we probably could have finished top 5. Keselowski got the win, and he also won a stage. Kyle Busch won another stage too. It seems like Busch has had a lot of bad pit stops this season, I've kind of noticed. That's kind of interesting. So, Almirola must have outscored us in stage points or something. We're 15th in the standings now, instead of 14th, but we're not too far behind Almirola and Suarez. Even Eric Jones for 12th, I'm surprised. Kyle Larson there. Okay, so, I mean, maybe we could actually... We got 3 races to go. We could gain a couple more spots in the points before the end of the season. That is not impossible. Keselowski does win his 6th race of the year, so he is now in the championship 4. Why do they make Matt Tiff so good in this game? I don't know. Honestly, there's kind of surprising finishes for a lot of guys I've noticed. Like if you watch the Chicagoland full race live stream I had last night, Daniel Hemrick, he finished second in the race. Now granted, he took 4 fresh tires on the last caution when nobody else had pit, and that last caution came out with a little over 20 laps left, and he ended up taking the lead. We passed him coming to 6 laps to go for the lead, but yeah, he surprisingly had a surprise finish in second place there. I don't know, yeah, you just kind of get random performances out of random guys, especially in the career mode, more often in the career mode. I think it's because of the short races, but still. Alright, so we did finish top 15. If we finish in the top 15 in one of these next 2 races, we're going to get our incentive bonus of $143,520. So that'd be pretty big for the program. Of course, once again, we're saving up to upgrade our engine department to a 95. We need just over $4 million to do that. We're barely over $1 million right now, so a little less than $3 million to go. So that's what we're shooting for here. Obviously not going to get it by the end of the regular season, or end of this rookie season, but with Daytona looming right around the corner, there is a very, very good chance, if we perform well there, it could be pretty close to getting to a 95 engine power. If we can do that before Atlanta next season, that'd be pretty big. So, alright, on to Texas. Don't need much help with the suspension here. Get the short track car going for the next race, that is for sure. Oops. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. Yeah, we're going to have the car maxed out here. Looks like our Homestead car should be maxed out as well. And short track should be also. So we should be maxed out these final 3 races of the season now. So we'll start our work here and we'll head into Texas. '90, 85, and 85. This might be the first time we've had that this year, to be completely honest. That is not impossible. Again, thanks for everybody tuning in. Not only now, but just throughout the course of these videos. This will be the last race of the live stream here at Texas. And then again, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have the next live stream with the career mode, finishing up the last 2 races of the season. And then later tonight should be a good one. Full race live stream. We're going back to Daytona for the Coke Zero 400. So that should be a really, really fun one, to say the least. That'll be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time will be the start time for that race. So hopefully you guys join for that one, because it should be good. Alright, so skipping practice here. We're going to go on to qualifying right now. What is my favorite track? My favorite track to watch races, television-wise, I have not been there in person yet, is Bristol. It has been since I was a kid. I mean, you never have a bad show at Bristol, whether it was the old Bristol where they're right around the bottom. I actually really love this new Bristol that they've kind of had the last few years, where you can run multiple grooves around the track. It does take away from the traditional like short track, style racing, but I just think having multiple grooves on any racetrack just makes the racing product that much better. So yeah, Bristol would be my favorite. My home track is Michigan, though, so I've always gone there twice a year for a while now. Well, at least the last few years. Since I've been able to actually drive myself to the track, I've pretty much been going. So that's been pretty fun. And traveling around to a bunch of different tracks just over the last couple of years alone. And hopefully, we can do that again this year. Yeah, it's just been a blast. Ooh, wow, not a great qualifying effort there. 32nd, 30.815. I'm quite surprised we didn't qualify better, to be completely honest. We'll see. We need to finish top 15 either here or at Phoenix, so...
NASCAR roars back to Texas for the AAA Texas 500. They say everything is bigger in Texas. Well, for the remaining playoff contenders, the stakes don't get any bigger than this. Who will win today and clinch a spot in the championship? Let's find out.
Here we go, the green. Texas Motor Speedway, if we have a good performance like we did at Martinsville, should easily be able to get inside the top 15, but we'll see. A little bit longer of a race in mileage. Got a good jump on the start, so that's one way to start things off here. Looking to the inside, now into turn 3. Man, this car is really tight. A lot of these racetracks on the career mode, despite running the same setup I do in the career mode as what I do for the full-length races, for some reason we just... Oh, a little contact with McDowell there. But, I don't know, the car just feels really tight for some reason. I don't know if that's just the career mode in general, just because we're not fully maxed out on our equipment. As far as like 100s all the way around, I don't know if that's going to do anything. We'll just have to see. We had 10 laps in the opening stage of this race. Alright, 7 laps left here. Yeah, we're just kind of riding around outside the top 30 here. I guess we're staying right about where we qualified once again. That's good because it seemed like before we started upgrading the car to 85 on the engine and the aero, it seemed like we would qualify alright. And then we would just lose a bunch of spots off the start of the race. Like we'd lose at least 5 spots. We were qualifying better than what we were actually running in the race. I'm glad that's not the case anymore. LaJoy is trying to pass us around the top for right now. Can't quite clear us into turn 1, but we made just a little bit of a mistake there. That's kind of going to help him clear us. Got Joey Gase right around the outside of us as well. Oh, we got shuffled out of line by Ryan Preece on the bottom too. Barely able to stay in front of him. He moved us. He got to our left rear just a hair, and it was enough to loosen us up. If we can finish top 30 by the end of the stage, I think that would be a pretty good goal. All the way to the bottom. Not doing too bad here. 3 wide, taking it with DiBenedetto and Joey Gase. Alright, well at least we're making moves at the end of the stage. Better late than never. I just don't know if we can hold on to these positions we're gaining now, though, when we start stage 2. I mean, I'll do my best, of course, but it's kind of disappointing. I thought we'd have a little faster of a car being maxed out. I just feel like we should be, like, consistently top 20 the whole race, you know what I mean? Not, like, qualifying 32nd and running there for the first part of the race and then maybe lucking into a top 20 at the end, like... This doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like we're there. It's not like that at all the tracks, but hopefully the 95 engine power will help us out that much more. Past William Byron through turns 3 and 4 here. Nice clearing pass. Now to the inside of Cody Ware. White flag is in the air. This is the final lap of the stage. Now we're up to 26th. Austin Dillon in 25th. We'll see if we can get him. I think we should be able to as we look to the outside. Oh man, contact got really loose off of turn 2. So we're going to finish 25th in stage number 1 here at Texas. Not too bad. All right, let's see here. We'll pit. Obviously, we have to pit. We burnt those right side tires out quite a bit, though. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna repair any damage. We'll take 4 tires. We're not taking 2 tires like we did in the last race at Martinsville. I think we could have gotten a top 5 if we didn't do that. All right, so here we go. Green flag back in the air once again. I just don't feel comfortable that we're gonna lose a bunch of spots here. Now, with this being a longer race here at Texas, I think when the final stage happens, when we hit that point after about 5 to 7 laps where we'll become faster than a lot of these guys in front of us, obviously that last stage is going to be a lot longer. I think it should be about 18 laps or so. I think that's going to help us out a ton. Got a good restart on the inside of the track. Pretty thankful for that. Trying to hold with these guys. I think if we can keep somewhat of a draft here, I think we'll be all right. Got a bunch of guys running random lines in front of us here. 3 wide now in front of us through turns 1 and 2, and them battling like that's probably going to help us as well. I'd have to imagine. Drove it in deep into turns 3 and 4 that time. We're keeping William Byron behind us too, so that's pretty good. 8 laps to go. On Eric Almirola leading the field. Kind of sucks for us though that he's up towards the front because he's the next guy ahead of us in points. But I mean, honestly, the rookie season in general, the fact that we're 15th in the point standings is awesome. Oh man, Austin Dillon's like all over us right now. He was definitely faster than us at this point in the run. Just going to try to hold him back as much as possible. Now he goes around the outside. Tyler Reddick on the bottom, right behind us. Trying to follow his teammate. That was a power move by Austin Dillon off of turn 2. Got to the outside and got around us. We just tried to hold back 31 and Reddick pushing us. Got us really loose there. Now he's going to move to the outside. Didn't really like that move, to be completely honest. He was hitting us in a terrible spot too, like right on the left rear corner panel. I mean, if you're gonna push me, I would hope it would be like square right in the back bumper, but. Alright, getting a little quicker here, trying to run down Austin Dillon again. Look to his inside. Alright, I think we might have a good shot to have a better finish here in stage number 2. What we did in stage 1. Still got 4 laps to go at the line. We're in 25th. I almost wonder if we make a wedge adjustment and move it a half round to the left, if that's going to help us out at all. I think it'll help us in the short run, but it might make us a little too loose the longer the run goes, if I had to guess. 3 to go. Now we're up to 24th, of course. Oh boy. Caution, dang it. Well, that's the end of stage 2. 24th. 1 spot better than what we were in the last stage, if I remember right. Alright. 4 fresh tires, of course, once again. Repair any damage we've got. So we're not going to be able to make it on fuel through this final stage. And we lost the spot on pit road, so we'll restart in 25th. Alright, here we go. Green flag in the air, final stage underway at Texas. Chase Elliott about went through the grass there for a second on the inside of the track. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have worked out too well for him. This little push here from David Reagan now. Reagan going all the way to the top. Or no, that wasn't David Reagan, that was Joey Gase. Again, don't have the car here on the shorter runs. The best thing for us, I know we can't make it to the end of the stage on fuel, but I think we got a decent pit crew. And we can put together a pretty good stop, like taking right sides only. Try a little strategy call that way. Only going to do it if we go green all the way to the finish. But obviously with having a better car and a longer run, if we can, like, let's say get to the top 15 before pit stops happen. Oh boy, here comes Hemrick. Yeah, he definitely beat us to the inside there. Oh boy, Austin Dillon didn't want to waste any time. He tried to go to the top, but Ty Dillon was already there. We're back to 28th now. Kind of a big run coming though, back to the inside of the 8 of Hemrick. For 27th going into turn 1. And it looks like we're going to complete the pass right back. Oh man, that was tight. Yeah, he's going to push us. He didn't like us hitting him there. That was an accident for sure. Surprised I didn't hook myself into the wall. Or surprised Hemrick didn't even get into the wall either. Oh man. Byron got us really loose there through the quad oval. After that push. He's going to try to get back around us, and he will. And now he's sliding up the track, and now we're 3 wide up the middle with Ty Dillon. nowhere to go. We had to get out of the gas there. Oh, now Corey LaJoie stuffing it in for 30th. 29th rather. Yeah, that's not helping us. Still losing spots. 16 to go. Drive it in deep once again. 3 wide on the bottom. We got Byron, Corey LaJoie. Back to the outside of Ty Dillon. Try to side draft him real quick there. So much speed we're going to carry into 3 and 4 now. Wow, nice power move on the outside there. So we're back to 27. We got a group of 4 cars not too far ahead of us as well. I think we can run these guys down. $14 to go. Barely enough room to get under Joey Gase and Joey Logano for that matter. Both the Joeys. Couldn't quite get to the inside of Logano off the exit of the corner. He had a little bit more straightaway speed, but now we're going to clear him easily through 3 and 4. So we're up to 23rd. Ryan Blaney is now taking the race lead here at Texas. 13 to go. And we only got about 6 laps left in the tank to make it on fuel. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on it. We can make it on fuel to the end from this point on. But again, we're so much better here. I want to try to prolong this as much as we can. Gain as many spots as possible before we hit pit road. We got 12 to go. We're going to take a little strategy and we're going to try a right side tire only stop under green if we make it to our stop here. And I think that could help us gain some more track position as well. Especially if everybody takes 4 fresh tires. Ooh, big run coming on Chase Elliott, looking to the outside off the exit of the corner. I think when Reddick pulled down in front of him, he had to check up. And with these, the rules package here, you really got to have as much on-throttle time as possible. Oh, a little contact with Reddick. Didn't give him enough room there getting into 1. We're up to 21st. Elliott's still trying to work on Reddick behind us. Okay, so we're at that point. We're holding it full throttle through turns 3 and 4 now. Got a little more space to work with. And Almirola's back in the lead. We've got 10 to go here at Texas. We know Keselowski's in the championship already. Picking up a season-high 6th win of the year in the last race at Martinsville. And we're in the top 20 now. Moving best position we've been in all day long. Full throttle again to the inside. Brendan Gaughan having a pretty solid run. So is Landon Castle. He's up in the top 22. Ooh. A little contact with Castle. That was accidental for sure. We did shove him out in front of Ryan Newman, so I guess it kind of worked out for him. We hit him square enough he was able to keep the car stable. We're going to run one more lap, and I think we're going to pit this next time by. We've got some guys hitting pit road right now. So if we get by Stenhouse, it'll be as if we are 14th coming onto pit road. And I really hope we have a fast stop. Yeah, we got a lot more cars hitting pit road this time. We're going to be one of them. Ooh, Larson's ducking off. Larson darted off of turn 4. Oh, man, we just got hit from behind. I don't know what the heck that was all about with Stenhouse, but yeah, right sides only. Gonna put 1 can of fuel in the car here and hope that's enough to get us to the end. Oh, we got a car wrecking on the front stretch. Caution is out. Someone just went for a spin through the grass. That's gonna cost us. Well, we're gonna be 8th. Problem is we only have 2 tires on the car versus 4. That caution's gonna hurt us big time. At least we got a good jump on the restart. 4 laps to go. Alright, we got a good jump. 3 wide to the bottom here. We're probably going to need a lot of help though if we're going to have any sort of shot just to stay inside the top 10. I have a bad feeling a lot of guys took 4 tires and we only took 2. Again, just trying to hold on. 3 to go. And we are so close to the finish here. If we can finish top 15, at least we'll get our incentive bonus. That is our goal. Stenhouse trying to help us off of turn number 2, giving us a push down the backstretch. I don't think we're going to hang on. We got 2 to go. Oh, nope. Stenhouse under us. Man, he about turned us there. 2 to go. Yeah, we're already back to 15th. Man, why did that caution have to come out? I don't know who it was that spun through the infield, but that definitely cost us. Wow. That's so upsetting. We did such a great job trying to get to the top 15 and probably had a good shot at finishing in the top 10. White flag in the air, 1 to go. We got nothing to do and to hold on for as many spots as possible. See if we can finish 28th. Yeah, looks like we should be able to finish in the 28th position. Man, that's so upsetting. Oh, man, barely almost lost 29th there for a second. Austin Dillon. Man, 28. That is so disappointing. We were working hard. We were gaining spots. We were up to 14th when we hit pit road. And man, stuck on 2 right sides. If we stayed green, I think we would have finished top 10 for sure. But Eric Jones gets the win. So we'll have to go into Phoenix to start the next live stream, hoping that we can get a top 15. Wow, Suarez pulled us big time there. So did Larson. Almirola jumps from 14th to 11th in the standings. Eric Jones was already knocked out the previous round, so he is not in the championship. So Keselowski, the only guy locked in still. Hamlin's looking really good on points, though, too. So, yeah, points battle is going to be interesting to look at when we go into Phoenix. That is for sure. Oh, Lady Luck was not smiling at me today, Corey. Man, that really does suck, though. I mean, gotta try not to think about it too much and just move on, but I mean, we had the top 15 locked up for sure, but I think we could have easily finished inside the top 10, taking 2 tires there. I think we could have held on for 7 laps under green versus only 4 laps with a restart when everybody's clustered together, so yeah, that just sucks. Well, we'll see what we got here. Yeah, short track car is gonna be fine. We'll be all maxed out. So I'm not entirely sure what our Daytona car is going to be exactly. I would think that our Daytona 500 car is probably going to be one of the Speedway chassis. I'd have to imagine. Probably going to be this one we're working on right now, to be quite honest. Yep. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for this one. We'll have another live stream this morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully you guys join for that one. We'll finish up the regular, or I keep saying regular season. We'll finish up our rookie season for the career mode here. So that way we can get the regular season started for season 2 pretty soon with the Daytona 500. Again, as always, thanks for your guys' help as of late, especially. Channel has really been booming over the last couple weeks. And for more daily NASCAR content and videos and streams such like this, hit the subscribe button down below for more daily NASCAR content. Again, later tonight, also 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, is the next full race live stream at Daytona with a realistic broadcast as usual for that. And I'll see you guys next time.